From movies to television now, and a rising young comedy star from Port Perry, Ontario. At the tender age of 21, he's already performed at top comedy clubs across the country. He's opened for performers like Andy Williams and Rodney Dangerfield, starred in a made-for-TV movie, and now is signed with the Tiffany of Hollywood production companies, MTM Productions, to star in a sitcom called The Duck Factory. Of course, we're talking about actor, singer, impressionist Jim Carrey.
There's the sweet sound that calls the young singers. A voice could be mercy. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'd rather beat it gonzo. Someday we'll find it. The Rainbow Connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me.
And joining me now is the talented young comedian that you just saw, Jim Carrey. Jim, you've just had a fantastic break. I know you're going to be going down to Los Angeles to do a 13-week series called Duck Factory. Now, tell me what that's all about.
Well, that's about a guy from a small Midwestern town, very green behind the ears, innocent to the world of show business and everything, and the corporate world. And he comes from, well, just a small town. He's a cartoonist, and he wants to go to Hollywood so bad. His whole life is like he's wanted to go to the Duck Factory because this program Dippy Duck has been on the air for 20 years or something like that, and he keeps writing them and keeps writing them, and then finally he gets a letter from the owner of the Duck Factory saying, well, if you come out to Hollywood, we'll see what we can do. You know, sort of fluffing him off, and he takes it, whoa! He packs all his bags and goes to Hollywood, and when he gets there, the guy that wrote the letter is dead. And yeah, and he's going by in a pine box, and he sort of gets dragged along with the funeral and has to do a eulogy for a man he doesn't know and things like that.
Sounds like a fantastic vehicle for you. It almost sounds as if the part was written for you.
It's incredibly like me. I freaked when I read the thing. I went, God, this is like, it was written for me. It was right down to the fact that one of his favorite foods is grilled cheese sandwiches, you know? And that's it for me. That's heaven.
And now, is this straight acting, or, I mean, it's obviously going to be comedy, but will you have any chance to do your impressions for the series?
I don't think so. I don't think we're going to be doing that unless it's thrown in every once in a while for, you know, a little blurb or something here and there. But it's mostly the acting role, and it's comedy within a real circumstance.
Will that be a switch for you? I mean, doing not serious acting, but it's comedic acting. But
yeah,
it's different from your impressions.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just dying to do it. You know, it's a new challenge.
Terrific break for you. Do you ever feel, hey, I'm walking a tightrope now. This is the big time that's awaiting me. I've got to watch my step.
No, I'm just really excited about it, and I'm not all that worried at all, because the people involved in the show and that, you know, how do I know whether it's going to be a hit or not? Who knows? Nobody can say, but I'm just going to have a really good time doing it. That's all. Because the people involved in the show are just wonderful. It's a big family there, and from the word go, they believed in me and they were behind me. You know, they drove me down. The whole bunch of them that created the show and were producing the show drove me down to NBC that last day, that last audition. You know, well, and they drove me down. Come on, Jim, come on, we believe in you. And they're sitting in the room going like this. It's great.
If your success over the last few years is any indication, Duck Factory is going to be a tremendous hit. But tell me about the stand-up work. Then, is that going to take a back seat to the comedy, or are you going to continue to do that in Los Angeles?
I'll always do that. I'll always do that.
Do you write all your own material?
Yeah, I would say I've written 90% of it. Other ideas come from friends and things like that. But I've never really been able to sit down and write with a writer. I've tried. I've spent gillions of dollars trying, but I've never really connected with a writer.
How long does it take for you to come up with a new impersonation?
They all vary. I get some of them I get right away. Some of them take 2.5. Sinatra took 2.5 years to do.
In the last few seconds, I'd like to have you just do a couple, say goodbye, and toss it over to Pat, okay?
Oh.
You know, when I come in here, I was looking forward to doing the interview, and then they told me I couldn't bring my invisible rabbit in. Oh, now I'm pissed!
And, oh gee, let me see. How about E.T.?
Over to you, Pat. Oh.